That guy's crazy! I could never lead a life like that. Hardcore frugal. They must be using like leaves and rocks for their toilet paper. Now don't put this on Twitter, but I don't really give that much of a shit about your personal finances.
여기 30대에 은퇴한 사람이 있습니다. 어떻게 이게 가능했을까요? 많은 재산을 물려받은 것도 창업에 성공한 것도 아닌데 말입니다. 이 사람은 돈의 힘에 대해서 잘 알아서 돈에 대해서 조금 더 이성적으로 계획적으로 생각할 수 있었습니다.
It's not just me who has this early retirement superpower. Most of us in the United States and other rich countries have options like this open to us. What I care about is how much better a world we're all going to get to live in if we all become a bit more rational with our money. Because money is a really powerful thing. It really has the power to like completely improve the world we live in, or it could also trash it overnight, just depending on what choices we make with that money.
아주 작은 것이라도 성공을 이룩한 사람들에게는 명백한 성공 요인이 따로 있습니다. 팩트 체크를 통해 현실을 파악하고 무엇부터 해야 하는지 목록을 작성하죠. 우선 이분이 말하는 돈에 대한 팩트 몇 가지를 요약해 드리겠습니다. 팩트 하나, 대부분 사람들은 돈에 대해 잘 모른다. 나라 세금을 운영하는 정치인들을 포함해서 대부분 사람들이 돈을 잘 다룰 줄 모른다고 합니다.
Fact number one, almost everybody sucks at money. And this includes the middle class, the poor, our financial advisors, most of our stock market traders and gurus and what we consider to be the rich people, and of course even our presidential candidates. They all suck at money. But what do I mean by that? You're gonna have to stay tuned.
팩트 둘, 돈을 충분히 벌어야 은퇴가 가능하다고 생각한다.
Getting rich enough to retire only takes about 10 years. And just as an example, here's my own story. You can follow along with the arrows. Here's me at 21 years old, drinking some beer with a buddy because we had just finished engineering school. Here's me about halfway through my career at 26. At the bottom, there's me at 31, freshly retired, enjoying a beach on Hawaii with some friends on a kayak trip. And then fast forwarding another 10 years, here's me very recently on another beach with some more friends, a bit less good looking, but at least I'm still retired, still having a good time. And it's not just me who has this early retirement superpower. Most of us in the United States and other rich countries have options like this open to us.
팩트 셋, 돈이 필요 없을 때는 일하는 것이 낫다. 이게 무슨 말일까요? 시간에 맞춰서 출퇴근을 해야 되고 스트레스 받는 삶에서 자유하기 위해서 은퇴를 하는 건데 일하는 게 낫다뇨.
But what if you don't want to retire because you can't imagine yourself sitting around all day? Well, I agree. Because you're watching this talk, all of us are going to become quite wealthy at a surprisingly young age. So congratulations on that. But you're probably going to keep working. You just might choose to do different work. You're definitely going to have a lot more fun doing it because work is better when you don't need the money. My girlfriend and I had been together for a while and things were getting serious and we were figuring we'd probably get married eventually and we'd probably have kids eventually. But we both wanted to be free from the need to work before our first baby was born. I wanted to be a super dad and she wanted to be a super mom. Now luckily we both grew up in Canada, so nobody had told us that this is actually impossible. So we did it. We took the 10-year path to early retirement. I graduated, got a job, worked really hard, rode bikes, rode my bike to work, drank beers, fixed up my house, learned about the stock market and investing, and was able to retire just before my 31st birthday. We played together as a family on the weekends, but also on the weekdays. We went on all these big trips together. I read my little son hundreds of big books, taught him how to read and how to ride bikes, and later music and math and physics. A wonderful 10 years together, and now we have this awesome little 10-year-old guy. But it still wasn't very easy, because it turns out that raising a kid is surprisingly hard.
이와는 반대로 전형적으로 돈을 펑펑 쓴 직장 동료 이야기도 있습니다. 이 케이스가 전형적인 미국 중산층의 모습이라고 하는데요.
Former co-workers were on a completely different path. They were on the 10-year path to still Brokesville. You graduate with huge student loans, and then you get your first job, then you buy your first car, but it's a brand new one, so you buy it on credit. And then you go out to Friday night happy hour every Friday, and you go out to lunch every day, and you spend hundreds of dollars every time. Eventually you might meet somebody special, so it's time to get married, and you spend $25,000 on a wedding. Then you buy your first house with almost no money down, because who could ever save up $25,000 for a down payment? Then later, you have to upgrade your house, and then later upgrade your car to a bigger one with a bigger car loan. And along the way, you're probably getting yourself some nice treats like $2,500 road bikes and $3,000 mountain bikes. And before you know it, you're 30 years old, and then 35 years old, 45 years old, and you still have no money. And this might sound pretty familiar because it's what everybody does. This is a standard definition of a prosperous American middle-class life.
은퇴를 위해 쓸데없는 것에 지출하지 않고 돈을 불리기 위해 투자를 했을 때의 삶은 전혀 궁핍하지 않았는데요. 오히려 좋아하는 것을 하다가 그쪽으로 돈 버는 법을 창출하게도 되었죠.
And then more recently, I built my own house, which is this one in the picture, and that was extremely fun. So I'm going to keep doing stuff like that forever. And somewhere in these 10 years since retirement, I started writing, which has led to the part-time lifestyle guru career, which has brought me here today. And obviously that was worthwhile. And of course, some of this stuff over the years has lost money and other things have made money. So overall, I've been getting further and further ahead. So I've really hit the big time now, like cha-ching, complete financial freedom. Finally, I don't have to be frugal anymore. And with all this extra freedom, what am I doing? What I have been doing is just spending more time out in the hot sun doing manual labor. Because it turns out work is good for its own sake. Work is better when you don't need the money.
이제 슬슬 뭘 말하고자 하는지 느낌이 오셨을 겁니다. 돈이 많아서 특별히 행복한 것을 느끼는 게 아니라 우리를 행복하게 하는 돈만 진짜 돈이라는 겁니다.
Back to part number 1 then. What exactly do I mean when I say that you suck at money? Well, it's simple. Any money that you spend that does not make you happier is wasted. And research shows this ends up being most of our money. The reason is that most of us predict the wrong stuff about our purchases. A lot of it comes from a big misunderstanding about luxury itself. Most of us assume that luxury products and showing off our wealth is preferable to good old-fashioned hard work in solving our own problems. We all say stuff like, well, of course a life of luxury is better. If that weren't true, why did they invent luxury in the first place? Kings and queens had figured this out generations ago. Even I used to think this.
돈으로 할 수 없는 것이 거의 없을 정도로 돈의 힘은 강력합니다. 하지만 삶의 목적이 빠진 맹목적인 돈은 행복과 거리가 있는데요.
The purpose of life and work and dating and all this other stuff we do is logically only one thing. It's to be happy. Now you could argue other stuff like the purpose of life is reproduction. You know, we're a living organism. We need to make copies of ourselves. And that's kind of true. I mean, raising kids can be a factor in your happiness, but there is such a thing as enough kids. Kids aren't for everybody.
침대 하루 종일 누워서 TV로 세상 돌아가는 것을 보는 것만큼 마음과 몸이 편한 것은 없을 겁니다. 집안일을 포함해서 다른 일들을 할 사람들을 뽑을 만큼의 재력을 갖는 것이 우리가 원하는 일일지도 모르겠습니다. 근데 이게 정말 행복한 것인지 이 생각을 실험해 보도록 하죠.
Mr. and Mrs. Stick Figure hit the big time and they expand their lifestyle a little more. So now they've got a nice symmetrical mansion with a Bentley and a Mercedes and a fountain there. Are they happier now that they've left the village of the stick people? Well, maybe, but maybe not, because they've probably severed a lot of social ties. And that's because adding more fancy shit and taking away effort from your life is not the path to a better life. Effort and learning and all this other stuff that we've figured out by studying it in recent decades is really the stuff that makes us happier. Retirement calculator, or prison sentence calculator. It's a long list of bars that start out huge on the left and slide nicely down as you move to the right. Now this is a graph of how long you have to work. It turns out the only thing that controls how long you have to work is how much of your paycheck you can save after tax as a percentage of your take-home pay. Now, if you look carefully, one of these bars says United States on it, and it's at around 6%. That means the average American saves 6% of their income, spends the other 94%, and thus is on track to retire in about 60 years, which is the same as never. The only thing that saves us is our Social Security program, or inheritances. There's a classic Greek proverb which goes something like, a society grows great only when the old people plant trees, even when they know they won't be around to enjoy the shade of those trees. And that's why the title of this talk ends with, and save the world. Because if you can get yourself free from the need for money, you have no choice but to do work that is better for you and better for the world. People will like you more and you'll be richer and happier. But if you're doing it for love instead of money, you'll have no choice but to do a better job.